Idiotology 101 with Lynch and Taco.
Orlando's Rock Station 101.1 WJRR. This hour brought to you by Rock the Bank. Our cash giveaways will be picking back up again. 9:05, first keyword of the day. Then they're hourly with $1,000 cash prizes attached to each keyword throughout the workday.
You get that keyword, enter it at WJRR.com. And a little tip that we give you, if you enter the 9:05 keyword and your phone rings in the 10 o'clock hour, even if you don't know the number, pick it up.
That's how they contact the winners.
If it's a junk call, just hang up on them, but it could be prize headquarters.
You may not recognize the number, so especially if that's the case, give it a whirl.
I had some junk calls yesterday and thought about that. And I thought, well, I can't enter the keyword, so don't answer it.
Another note here on the commute this morning, especially in Brevard, big problems on 95 from a crash earlier with a fatality, Taco.
95 north right there at Wickham. It's mile marker 191. All lanes shut down, just avoid it.
All right.
Again, that's I-95 north at Wickham.
22 Sri Lankan monks returning from Thailand were arrested over the weekend at the Sri Lanka International Airport.
Is this the smuggling monks?
242 pounds of powerful cannabis were in hidden compartments in their luggage.
That rocks.
Young monks, younger student monks, Taco.
Really?
I am not 10% monk, although aren't some of them the ones who brew beer?
I don't know.
I thought there was some
I'm not 10% religious. I mean, I guess I'm 10% religious, but I don't know monk stuff. I don't get amongst the monks.
I'm wondering if the beer brewing act as a gateway.
Oh, yeah.
Gateway, you step it up now,
The pot, before you know it. Psilocybins. Monks on shrooms.
Fentanyl.
Uh-huh.
Why not go, whole hog, man?
Wow. So how much?
242 pounds.
They'll never suspect us.
Right. Well, yeah. Wrong.
It'd be just like priests. Who's going to mess with the priest?
You've seen that storyline in the movies before.
Priest on pot.
Smuggling angle. Priest on top? What?
Priest on pot.
Oh, I'm sorry. That must have been something else. Bad monks. Have to report to someone on that, I'm sure, at a higher authority.
The Lake County texts in. I definitely smoked some of that monk juana.
All right, fried chicken roundtable in 3, 2, 1.
What's the fried chicken?
We know people are very passionate about their fried chicken because it is a delicious entree.
Yeah, just last meat report that we had, the lip-licking chicken, a favorite at Winn-Dixie, was on sale. Yeah. What's this?
Well, Brooklyn. Police there are looking for a suspect. They say slashed the face of a 19-year-old man as he approached and forcibly stole a bag of fried chicken from him. Guy was armed with a scalpel.
Oh,
and slashed his face and took his fried chicken and hauled ass.
That's a former convict using a scalpel. You got just like when you have to use the shanks and stuff. You have the quickest, most efficient weapon. Precision cut works for doctors. Works for him.
This guy must really have been set off with the scent of the delicious fried chicken in the bag.
May I ask a question?
I don't know where the fried chicken was from. Is that the question?
No.
Okay.
Question is,
yes.
When you think Brooklyn, do you think fried chicken? Absolutely not. You immediately think Brooklyn. What do you got in Brooklyn, Pat?
Pizza.
Bagels, pizza.
Sure, well,
you don't think fried chicken. Fried chicken's a us thing.
I think fried chicken is a universal favorite, Taco
It is,
Bob.
But do you really, when you hear Brooklyn, what's the first thing people associate with? Not fried chicken.
The Nets?
Nope, not fried chicken. Pizza. If you do Brooklyn and food, boom, first thing comes to mind.
No, I got you. Yeah. I understand.
Somebody texted, Winn-Dixie has the lip-licking chicken.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. They call it, I cannot read that.
I ran into Publix on Sunday. The chicken vent did not get me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't, maybe I was in between.
Was it early morning?
No, I was there, it was probably about 11 in the morning. I would have thought that the chicken vent would have been pumping hard by then.
That's why I could not read that. The lip-licking chicken, and then went on to say...
Well, that's not very nice.
I know.
I mean,
everybody loves lip-licking chicken. Yeah, the chicken vent Pat speaks of. We are convinced that Publix, that they vent their chicken right out in the parking lot to draw you in. Just no offense, Publix, we love it.
No, it's a brilliant marketing.
Yeah.
Well, you have to vent it somewhere. I mean, but it just seems like it comes out of the side of the building rather out of the...
They invented the venting. I mean, some might say the Chinese joints did. Because you walk in the shopping center, I've mentioned this before, Chinese places, you smell that from a distance, too. What?
The Chinese place, though, isn't that just...
same smell everywhere.
Right, it's oil. It's just, it's oil, right?
Yeah, with tasty vittles in it.
Yeah.
You notice Chinese, I think I might have brought this up yesterday when we had the Chinese place that was caught with a deer.
Cooking or...
Filleting a deer.
Dressing a deer in the parking lot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think I might have brought this up, but isn't all Chinese basically the same? All Chinese food?
Chinese...
When you
American Chinese food isn't the same Chinese food they have in China.
I know, we've gone over that.
Yeah.
Isn't Chinese food... If you go to China 11 or China 17, it's all the same.
Yes, it's one menu that each operator is allowed to arrange it however they want.
And they taste basically...
Right.
Somebody asked me once, I go here. Why am I talking like angry Asian? Somebody said, well, we get our Chinese food from here. Is that place good? Talking about another one. And I stopped and explained that. It's all the same. It's just maybe an inch off somewhere.
If you did a Chinese food taste test, I'm thinking most people probably could not.
No, it'd be like the old Coke Pepsi challenge back in the day, or the Pepsi challenge.
I think you probably have a better shot at deciphering the difference between Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah.
Chinese food places.
I agree.
Unless you're like, hey, look, do you see what we've just done?
We just went from a chicken to a Chinese round table.
We've never had a
chicken.
Chinese food round table.
Checkity check, the Chinese chicken. Remember that song?
Yeah.
Bare Naked Ladies, I think it was.
Right.
Somebody said China Queen has roadkill. Yes, they're the ones that had the deer, allegedly. Not that they were serving it.
They put an apology note in the window.
Yeah, that always does the trick.
Come on.
I'm coming back.
Let's keep it in New York for this one. A New York woman faces up to 25 years in prison after she was found guilty of throwing a stick of dynamite into her boyfriend's bedroom, causing him to lose his hand.
Dynamite?
Dynamite.
Are we talking like
a stick of dynamite?
Like we see in the cartoons, the red stick? Or are we talking like, Mark Szymanski used to have, the little baby dynamite
those
things?
were M80 type things. This says a stick of dynamite. The jury found 35-year-old Kenyana Waddell guilty of first-degree assault and criminal possession of a weapon. The trial stemmed from an incident in 2024 in which prosecutors say she threw a stick of dynamite into her boyfriend's bedroom while he slept after the two got into an argument. They went on to say that he was awoken by a hissing sound, which was the fuse. Mm-hmm. Saw a flame on the floor of his bedroom. When he got up, he found a stick of dynamite and tried to extinguish it, but was unsuccessful. He then picked up the dynamite in an attempt to throw it outside. However, before he was able to do so, it blew up in his hand and blew his hand off.
The judge has to go with him. I mean, she's got no hand.
She's guilty. I
know that.
25 years, man.
Yeah, I heard that, but I'm saying, how could you go the other way?
There's her mugshot. She looks like a meanie.
Mm-hmm. She's not nice. If a lawyer was able, I know it already went and she got sentenced, but if a lawyer was able to say, well, he's only missing the hand because he threw the dynamite out and it blew up. The typical lawyer spin.
Doesn't anybody take responsibility anymore? He shouldn't have touched it.
No,
he should have just
ducked and tuck, and roll.
Right. Hope for the best.
Be our friend on Facebook at 1011 WJRR.
Sponsored by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Morning delays reported on I-4 for those in the Orlando area today who need to travel east.